fit for what? There's a really interesting question about exercise and how much you should do and how many times you should do it and how often you should do it. And there's a big argument. And there's literally experts from all over the world that will argue almost to fisticuffs about any of those. But I've got a much better question to ask. What do you need to be fit for? And if you have a mission like this, and we've all got stuff in our life that has to get done. I've got this really cool mission. I've got tons and tons of rock, gravel, sand that have to be moved, and I'm not letting anybody else help me. I've got a wheelbarrow, I've got my trusty shovel, I've got a rake. I've even graded the whole property with my metal rake. And as an old lady, and I love saying old lady because technically if you ask anybody who's 20, 30, 40 how old I am, they're going to say that lady's really old. But to be able to shovel rocks, lift rocks, move rocks in a wheelbarrow, rake big piles of dirt and rock is a really exciting thing to be able to do. So I have to make sure, for my mission, I have to make sure that my body is fit enough and strong enough to do my mission. So my big question is, what's your mission? And are you fit and strong enough to do it? Regardless of your age, regardless of how busy you are, it's a really interesting life experience to say, I can't do it because I'm not fit enough or I'm not strong enough, versus I can do it because I am really fit and I am really strong. And this is where I think we get mixed up with exercise. Often people train for an event, or they train for a sport, or they train for a mission like this. Or I'm going skiing, so I've got to train to get ready for my ski season. Or I'm going surfing for a week in Bali, I've got to get ready for my surfing trip. But how about this? If you're really fit and if you're really strong, isn't it possible that you can just go and do everything, anything, at any time? So rather than training for an event or training for a purpose, and I'm not saying there's anything right or wrong with that, of course, go train for whatever it is that you're excited about. But what if your human body, your body, my body, I'm excited because my body is, I didn't have to train for this. I didn't go, I've got 40 tons of rock to move. I better go and get a special training program to move 40 tons of rock. I just keep my body in peak physical condition so that I can go and do all the things that I want to do. And I think that's what exercise should be as an exercise professional, is rather than specifics, because I can't train people to be a rugby league player or a rugby union player. I don't play either of those sports. I can't train somebody to be a mountain climber. I'm not a mountain climber. I don't train people to be swimmers or tennis players or archery people or any of the things that people train for. I'm an exercise professional who can train the human body to be healthy, fit and strong, any human body, because the anatomy and physiology of the human body, whether you live in Greenland, Greensboro, Green Height, green anywhere, the green belt of Ohio in America, the human body, the chemistry, the physiology, even the psychology, the way the brain works, all of that's the same in the human body. So if as an exercise professional I can train and learn and understand how to get people really fit physiologically, mentally it'd be awesome too, and I think we do that because I think there's a major connection between brain and body. If I can get people really fit and I can get people really strong, is it possible then that they can go and do whatever it is they bloody well want to? I don't want to specifically train people for an activity because I can't learn them all. If I've got 30 clients and they've all got different sports, I don't want to train them for the skill for their sport. That's up to the skills coach. That's up to them as an individual to go and get their skill right. But can I get the human body into peak physical fitness condition? Yes. Can I get the human body into peak strength condition? Yes. And then if I've got both of those happening, I then customize the program to suit the person. So do I need to give people a program that's for skiing or a program that's for biking or a program that's for swimming? No, I just want to make sure that every muscle, every bone, every ligament, every tendon, every joint and their brain is in peak physical condition. Then there's the central nervous system, the endocrine system, skeletal and muscular system, respiratory, cardiovascular system, the immune system, the digestive system. They're all the things that we as exercise professionals, shouldn't we be experts in those? If I'm a car mechanic, I have to be an expert in how cars work. If I'm an exercise professional, surely I have to be an expert in how to get people, how exercise gets people fit and strong. After that, I think everything's a bit of an extra. I think we get a little bit caught up in what should I eat and when should I eat and how much should I eat and should I eat breakfast or should I eat once a day or should I eat 5 times a day. And I'm using food as an example because often we put the two together. But did you know that there's experts for food? There's nutritionists and dietitians and doctors of dietetics, and they study all of that. It'd be nice if we could work together. So as somebody's exercise professional, I can then get involved with their dietitian or with their nutritionist or with what they believe about nutrition and food. But ultimately, you can't ride 2 horses with one bum. You just can't do it. You could try, but I think it would look really silly. And the reason I share that analogy is if we focus on 2 things, we have a split focus. As an exercise professional, is it possible that if I get people fit and if I get people strong and if their brain is mentally tough and strong, so I've got all the chemistry in their brain working well so they can make better decisions, think more clearly, they've got brain-derived neurotropic factor, fertilizer for their brain, constantly pumping through their brain, is it possible that a human being will then make better decisions about their food? And a really interesting thing about food is there's so many different ways to eat and so many different foods to eat and even so many different types of food to eat and different times of the day to eat them. How could I possibly know what's going to be best for somebody else? Anatomy and physiology of how to get people fit and how to get people strong, it's pretty much a set science. Food is a whole different story. Now, I'm not trying to prove a point here. If you want to focus on food and be excited about food and teach people about food and love food, I love it too. But I want me personally as an exercise professional, and I'm just asking you too, if you really want to get people fit and if you really want to get people strong and you really want to make their life better, have better quality, and they can live long and fit and healthy and strong for long. There we go. Fit and strong for long is what I'm trying to say. Should we specialize in how this thing works? How to get it fit and how to get it strong? How do I make every single muscle, ligament, tendon, joint, bone in the body, any human body, as strong as it can possibly be so it can handle anything, it can do anything, it can go anywhere, it can achieve anything. And if I'm really strong, I can then get really fit. Because to get fit, I've got to get puffed. And if I've got a weak, frail body, how the hell am I going to get puffed? I'm getting really puffed pushing a wheelbarrow around full of rocks, and I'm getting really puffed raking really hard a pile of gravel, and I'm getting really puffed picking dirt out the ground, like literally with a big pick. And I'm getting puffed doing it, but I've got to be strong enough to be able to pick up the wheelbarrow. I've got to be strong enough to use the pick. I've got to be strong enough to be able to rake large amounts of gravel with a metal rake. So the human body is capable of getting really strong, which then means it's capable of getting really fit. Because it's really simple, isn't it? To get fit, you've got to get puffed. Doesn't matter what you do. If you push a wheelbarrow full of rocks, or you rake a big pile of dirt, or you run in soft sand, or you punch a bag, or you get on a treadmill or a cross trainer or a bike, doesn't matter what you do, the cardiovascular and respiratory system, it's also blind. It doesn't know how it's getting overloaded. It's just got to get overloaded to get fit. So if I can get every human body as strong as it can possibly be and as fit as it can possibly be, and then I customize the program to suit the person's lifestyle. So here's my 3 words for exercise programs: safe, effective, and fast. Safe, effective, and fast. I keep saying it. Is it safe? Because if I wreck somebody's joints, they'll never be able to exercise, or they'll have limited ability to exercise, or they won't want to because it hurts. Do I want the exercise to be as effective as possible? So why would I pick a second-rate exercise, a second-class exercise, one where there is a better exercise? I can never understand that. As an exercise professional, don't we just want to pick the best exercises possible and pick that one for our client, not some second-rate one just because we think they might get bored? Here's where I think people get bored with exercise. You ready? When it doesn't work. If you spend hours and hours of boring plod jogging is what I'm trying to say, slow, boring exercise, and you're not getting results, I think that's when exercise becomes, oh, it's boring, so now I need something different to do. But if I'm getting a result in a really short period of time, it's really safe and it's working for me, why would I want to change? In fact, there's a lot of people that will probably get annoyed with you if you change their program because this one's working. I'm really fit, I'm really strong, I've got a stack of energy and I can do all the things that I want to do. And they're the things I always ask about an exercise program. 4 things. My gardening gloves, which can double up as my gym gloves because I'm lifting heavy things out here. Am I full of energy? The 3 E's: energy, enthusiasm, and excitement all day, every day. Am I performing at my best? Do I look good in the mirror? And am I getting the results that I want from my exercise program? 4 things. If that's happening, why would I change the program? So get people fit, get people strong, make sure every ligament, tendon, joint, muscle, bone, endocrine system, central nervous system, skeletal and muscular system, cardiovascular, respiratory system, digestive system, immune system, they're all really fit and working together. I get excited about it. Get them as strong as possible, as fit as possible, and then make sure that this person, whoever this person is that you're looking after, and everybody's unique and everybody's different, let's make sure that they can then go and do all the things that they want to do. What's the point of an exercise program if you don't have a stack of energy? You can't perform at your best at whatever sport you do, whatever work you do, whatever it is that you want to do. If you don't look good in your mirror, if you're not happy with what you see, you probably need to make some changes with your exercise program. And if you're not getting the results that you want, what a dumb exercise program. So as an exercise professional, I beg, please learn your anatomy. Please learn your physiology. They're the 2 things that make us professionals. Exercise professionals need to know how the human body works. There's plenty of information out there. There's plenty of people who talk stuff. There's plenty of opinions. There's plenty of everything. But one thing you can't have an opinion about is anatomy and physiology. They are pretty much set sciences, particularly anatomy. We're not going to get 2 hearts. We're not going to grow another femur. We're not going to have 17 rectus femorises. The human body is as it is. Let's get it fit. Let's get it strong. And we can't do that if we don't know what it is and how it works. And then the customization as an exercise professional is to make sure that my client, whoever they are, their exercise is safe, effective, and time efficient. I love saying that. Safe, effective, time efficient. Safe, effective, time efficient. Because if it's those 3 things, is it possible that a person will actually stick to their program? And if a person is fit and if they're strong because they're sticking to their program, is it possible they could then go and do all the things they bloody well want to, include moving 40 tons of rocks and gravel and sand, climb mountains, go skiing, have a baby, be a parent, be a CEO of a major company, handle stress, handle pressure, love life, all the things that happen when we're fit and strong. Wouldn't that be awesome? Let's be the exercise professional, parent, teacher, coach who learns our anatomy and physiology so we can get people fit, we can get people strong, and then we can customize everything we do to their lifestyle to make sure that they have a life that they love. Wouldn't that be awesome? Woohoo! May your Mondays be magical, may your Tuesdays be terrific, may your Wednesdays be very well, and your Thursdays be thankful every day. Be a wow day. Woohoo!